Hey everyone, welcome to Good DIY Plans. In this video, we're going to be going over how to make this simple garage storage system. So on the left side, we have a medium-sized shelf. In the center, we have a work desk, and this can be adjusted for sitting or standing for when you need to do work in the garage. And then here we have a shelf for smaller things, screws, little boxes, things like that. On the far right, we have a recycling or a garbage bin bay. And then at the very top, we have a large spacious shelf for larger items. So this is a beginner-friendly step-by-step tutorial so that you can make this garage storage system in your own garage. Now, this DIY plan has been attempted by about 200 people at this point, and then 9 of them have chosen to leave a review. So we have a 5.0 star review. That's really solid. So I do have a couple of photos to show you guys of what people have built with this. So it looks like Tammy built exactly this plan. She wrote, plans were easy to follow. Definitely a 2-person job. Took me longer because it was just me. Okay, awesome. Looking good. Looking good. The overall dimensions of this are 72 inches tall, it's 24 inches deep, and 198 inches long if you build every single component. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to build these individual shelves right here, and the desk as well. These are actually all the same. So what we're going to need to do is to build the frame first. So this is a 2x4 lumber frame. We will need 2 pieces that are 48 inches long, 2 that are 21 inches long, and then we're going to be securing these together with some 3.5-inch screws. I definitely recommend that you pre-drill and countersink this. This is to make sure that the 2x4 doesn't split and you have a nice strong shelf. Go ahead and use glue to make sure that it's nice and rigid as well. The next step would be to add the plywood. So we're going to have a piece that is 24 by 48 inches. And if you're using 1/2-inch thick plywood, you don't need any additional reinforcement. However, if you're going to use really thin plywood, I do recommend that you just add another one of these pieces to make sure that this shelf doesn't sag over time or break through. So go ahead and secure all of that with some 2.5-inch screws, pre-drill and countersink. That way, the plywood doesn't split or chip. Go ahead and make a total of 4 of these identical components. So 3 of these are going to be used up as shelves, and then 1 will be used up as the desk. So we're going to be adding some 2x4s on the sides here. So these are 72-inch 2x4s. And very simply, we're going to go ahead and secure these with 2.5-inch screws. We're using 2.5-inch screws. This is to prevent the screws from poking through to the other side if you use longer screws. Now, this is just a recommended kind of setting here, 20 inches apart from each other. You can definitely adjust the height of these as needed based on what you're actually going to be storing. So what I recommend you do is before you secure these, measure and see what's going to go on the very bottom. Like if you have a really tall air compressor, or if you've got, like a large cooler or something like that, you want to make sure that you can actually utilize these shelves, right? So this way you can move this up a bit if needed. So secure this with screws, pre-drill, countersink, and use wood glue. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to build those smaller shelves for the smaller items. So we're also using 2x4s here. We need 2 that are 21 inches and then 2 that are 24 inches. And again, we're using 3.5-inch screws, pre-drill, countersink, and secure that. And then we're going to use a 24 by 24-inch plywood piece here on top. And then we're just going to secure that with 2.5-inch screws. So make a total of 4 of these guys. And next, we're going to make the large shelf. So this is the shelf that sits above the recycle bin bay. So this is also made out of 2x4 lumber. We need 2 full-size, 2 96-inch 2x4s. So usually they're sold a little bit longer than 96. And what you can do is you can trim off the ends here and here just to make sure that everything is like nice and flush. Go ahead and add 2 21-inch pieces on the ends and then 1 more in the center, so 45 3/4 inch away from the edge. Again, if you're going to be using thinner plywood, maybe consider adding some additional reinforcement there. But just like before, secure with 3.5-inch screws, pre-drill, countersink, and then add a 96 by 24-inch plywood sheet directly on top here. So secure with some screws. And next, let's go ahead and put this together. So to put this together, have like a nice level surface that you're going to be working on. So typically this will just be the floor or the ground of the garage, right? Or the cement. So you're going to need 2 72-inch 2x4s as the legs here. And then again, we have the shelves here spaced out 11.5 inches for the biggest one, and then 10 1/8 here. But you can space these out as needed. You can remove one if you wanted like a little bit more of a roomy shelf as well. So go ahead and pre-drill, countersink, and use wood glue. Use 2.5-inch screws for this. And then go ahead and add 2 additional 2x4s. So these are going to be 71.25 inches long. This is if you're going to be using 1/2-inch thick plywood, right? So if you're using 1/2-inch thick, go ahead and add it like that. Then what we're going to do is go ahead and add these legs on the side. So these legs are going to need a little bit of help. So they're going to need a little reinforcement. We have 2 72-inch 2x4s, and this is the help that we need. We're going to use an additional 2x4 that's 24 inches long. This is to make sure that the legs don't like spread to the sides, right? So here we're going to use 2.5-inch screws, pre-drill, and countersink. But even with this, it's not strong enough. We need to reinforce it a little bit more. So we're going to be cutting these reinforcement pieces. These are also 2x4 at 15.5 inches. These are cut at 45 degrees. And what we're going to do is we're going to make this really solid. So go ahead and secure these on the ends here. This prevents the legs from swinging outwards, right? From swinging side to side. This prevents the legs from spreading apart. And then this prevents them from swinging outward. So go ahead and use some glue, pre-drill, countersink this, and secure it all together. Okay, the next part will be to bring all the components into the garage here. And now at this point, what you're going to do is you're going to secure the desk and all of these components together. So what you need to decide is how high off the ground you actually want this to be. So if there's a 26-inch gap here, so if you add everything together, you have 26 inches plus the actual shelf. So that gives you a total of 30 inches. If you want it to be a standing station, I would make it maybe like 36. If you're a shorter person, taller person, it really depends. But this desk is really awesome if you need to, for example, sharpen the blades of a lawnmower, or if you need to drill something, or if you're working on a little project at home. Any of those things would be really awesome to work on just this convenient little desk. So once you've decided the actual height, go ahead and secure this with 2.5-inch screws. So you're going to go directly through the legs. And then here you're going to go directly through the shelf and into this. Maybe use 3.5-inch screws here if this is going to be directly aligned with the shelf. If you're going to be having it a little higher up, then you're able to just secure it directly through the 2x4s. So either way, it's optional for you to paint, stain these. I would just leave it as is, since these are, pretty crude garage shelves. Just basically getting the maximum utility out of this with as little work as possible and as small of a budget. For those of you who are ready to build this garage shelf, I do have the DIY plan PDF linked below. It's going to have the lumber shopping list, the lumber cut list, the tools list, materials list. It's going to have the step-by-step instructions, of course, and also plywood optimization diagrams. That way you're not wasting any plywood. I do appreciate everyone who supports good DIY plans. You guys have an awesome day. If this video was valuable to you, check out the next project on the screen.